This is one of my biggest pet peeves about the, well, dare I say hypocrisy that we get criticized for all the time about new scripture and believing in angels and believing in priesthood and all these things that seem biblical. And then we get approached with, that's not how it works anymore. And it's like, well, not too long ago, y'all were thinking along the same lines, at least your previous peoples were. And now we're being criticized for it. Anyway, not the point of tonight's podcast, but at some point we'll get into that a little.
Them having authority or not to remove those books from the Bible, turns out they were more or less correct in doing so. Because Joseph Smith asked about those books, and he was like, should I read those and translate them as part of the translation of the Bible I'm doing? And the Lord was like, nah, pass. And the Revelation,
bigger fish to fry.
The Revelation says that that there has been things added to the Apocrypha. And it's not that they are without truth. There is, in fact, truth in them. But there's also additional things that you'd have to worry about. And it gets complicated, basically, as I'm paraphrasing what I feel like the Lord was trying to say.
Well, and this is, when we were talking about this, actually, there's a lot of insight here because we need to, as President Nelson has counseled, we accept truth wherever it's found. Great. I think you and I definitely embrace that. Here's the trouble, though, and here's, I think, what the brethren, if they have a concern, probably are concerned with. There is a lot of truth all over the place, but without discernment, boy, you can really get confused and deceived. And that's the whole philosophies of man mingled with Scripture. You've got to be very careful about that. And so I would say that you and I probably feel, I say this very carefully, we probably feel a little bit more comfortable with reading things that we know, hey, part of this is definitely not true. We can feel that spirit, that there's things here this individual's writing that, no, this isn't in line with truth and with doctrine. But then they'll say things that it's like, yeah, that's actually right on. Like, that's an interesting thought. And we can kind of pull that thread and expound on it and kind of weave it into the bigger picture of the eternal gospel, And so, but we've had to be very, very watchful and careful about how we've gone about doing that, because I don't know how many books we've bought and read, and then you look it up, you're like, yeah, that person's apostate now. So we've had to be very, very careful about how much in some of it. There was truth. But that's the thing. Yes, they went apostate. They did not have those controls and those barriers in place to say, I can't go too far with this. And so I very much appreciate President Nelson's "we accept truth wherever it is found" statement. But there's a flip side to that coin, that we need to have the Spirit and need to have discernment, because you can expound in knowledge. You can receive further light and knowledge. And you can do it in a lot of variety of ways, but we've got to be careful with that. That's why the established way is always the most appropriate method for obtaining our knowledge. Hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.
They may seem like little things, but liking, commenting, it helps the algorithm push our content out to more people. So it's our small way of sharing the gospel in a social media age.